Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7, streaming on Roku. Starting off with business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. We've already told you that home prices in Las Vegas are up and those on the market are selling fast. But just how fast exactly? According to Zillow, more than half of the homes in the Las Vegas area were sold within a week of going on the market. 1 week. So how does Las Vegas fare compared to other cities? Columbus, Ohio is in the lead with more than 73% of homes sold within a week. Las Vegas is within the top 5 at 51%. So even within national standards, Vegas's real estate market remains red hot. Now to your health news, sponsored by 4M Dental. Love your smile again. While mask mandates are easing, Southern Nevada has reached a milestone. 1 million. Southern Nevada Health District is reporting more than 1 million first doses of COVID vaccines were administered in Clark County. Out of those, more than 785,000 have been fully vaccinated. And starting on June 1st, those at Clark County schools don't have to wear masks outdoors anymore, regardless of vaccination status. Fully vaccinated staff and 6th through 12th graders won't even be required to wear them indoors, except while riding the bus. Now to your other top stories, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. Authorities have identified the pilot killed in the fighter jet crash near Nellis Air Force Base. The coroner's office tweeted out 43-year-old Nicholas Hunter Hamilton of Las Vegas that, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with Mr. Hamilton's family and friends." The NTSB spokesperson says the preliminary report should take about 2 weeks, and the full report on what caused the crash can take 1 to 2 years. Also in your top stories, on this 1-year anniversary of George Floyd's death, Governor Steve Sisolak signs 2 bills on police reform into law. Assembly Bill 58, which allows the Attorney General to investigate patterns of civil rights complaints against local police agencies, and Senate Bill 50, which prohibits no-knock arrest or search warrants, except in certain situations. The Nevada AG says, quote, "With these bills, we are taking one more step toward justice." Over in Pershing County, the family of a 60-year-old man killed by the county sheriff's deputy has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour explains. Renee?
Good evening, Jen. 60-year-old Jackie Ray Harry died June 17th when Deputy Philip Dickerman shot him with an AR-15 after a police pursuit. The complaint filed last week in federal court in Reno accuses Dickerman of lying about the events of the shooting and violating Harry's constitutional rights. Here's a small clip of the incident caught on body cam video.
Look it! Get him! Just stand my dog.
According to the complaint, at some point an officer broke the window of Harry's vehicle and a canine dog jumped inside the car and bit Harry. Harry stabbed the dog in self-defense and remained in the RV. Dickerman then deactivated the safety on the AR-15. A county report said Dickerman feared for his life and that Harry had, quote, outstretched his hand with the knife and made, quote, a movement of coming out. Jen?
Now to your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County. The high school seniors call themselves the forgotten class of 2021. But the Review-Journal's education team wants to make sure they're not forgotten.
It was a long spring break for us.
More than a year long for many.
Learning how to balance what was happening at home, what was happening at school.
The self-proclaimed forgotten class of 2021 will soon don their cap and gowns and kiss high school goodbye after what was probably their strangest school year yet.
A lot of things, I don't want to say were taken from us, because that kind of makes me sound vindictive. I'm not really too bothered about it, but a lot of experiences that people think about when you are going to graduate high school, like prom and your final homecoming.
They experienced a roller coaster of school closings, then reopenings, canceled activities, and isolation. Despite those hurdles, they say there were lessons learned.
I learned a lot about the world and kind of what we're capable of and things. And honestly, it sounds kind of weird, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
In total, our RJ team interviewed close to 100 students. To read their stories, head over to our website, lvrj.com/class of 2021. Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour's here for you. The super blood moon, also called the flower moon, will be visible in just a few hours, starting at around 1:47 a.m. and ending at 5:35. Experts say if you normally see the moon from your house, you should be able to catch this phenomenon overnight. Now look at your forecast tonight. Looks like we have cloudy skies, but we'll still get a peek at that super blood moon. Temps are comfortable in the mid-70s. Tomorrow is expected to be another partly cloudy day with temps in the mid-90s. We're warming up this weekend as highs are expected to be in the upper 90s to 100.
Here's the latest in sports. It has been announced that the Raiders will report to training camp on Tuesday, July 27th. The Raiders will join 29 other clubs in reporting to camp that day. The league also informed teams that they will be able to host fans at camp this summer, subject to state and local guidelines. And speaking of fans, all but 2 teams, the Colts and the Broncos, have been given the green light from state and local governments to open their stadiums at 100% capacity for this season. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights will try to close out their first round NHL playoff series against the Wild on Wednesday night in Minnesota. The Knights, who lead the series 3-2, are -128 favorites at the Westgate Sportsbook in Game 6. They are +195 on the puck line, where they have to win by 2 goals or more, and the total is 5.5.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. The Arts District dining scene is about to get horrifying, in a good way. The owners of Nightmare Toys are preparing to open the horror-themed Nightmare Cafe now, with spooky decor by local artists.
So you know that all of the cocktails, all of the dishes are going to have some kind of spooky, scary horror aspect to them. But at their roots, this is going to be a Southern restaurant. So it won't be barbecue, but there will be a lot of good Southern comfort food. Everything from fried chicken, fried okra to macaroni and cheese.
Sounds like spooky fun. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here tomorrow for 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Good night.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.